Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, in honor of the 55th anniversary of Star Trek on September 8th, I'll be doing a little tribute to memorable moments from the original series. We will begin with the Man Trap, which was the first episode of Star Trek to air on television. This is the opening scene.
Captain's log, stardate 1513.1. Our position, orbiting planet M113. On board the Enterprise, Mr. Spock, temporarily in command.
One of my favorite episodes from TOS is Balance of Terror, in which the Enterprise faces off against a Romulan ship. In this scene, Captain Kirk has been struggling with the pressures of command.
In this galaxy, there's a mathematical probability of 3 million Earth-type planets. And in all of the universe, 3 million galaxies like this. And in all of that, perhaps more. Only one of each of us. Don't destroy the one named Kirk.
At the end of the episode, Captain Kirk learns that his Romulan counterpart is very similar to him.
I regret that we meet in this way. You and I are of a kind. In a different reality. I could have called you friend.
In Space Seed, the crew of the Enterprise learn why the adage came about that superior ability breeds superior ambition.
Those men went on to tame a continent, Mr. Khan. Can you tame a world?
Have you ever read Milton, Captain?
Yeah. I understand.
It's a shame for a good Scotsman to admit it, but I'm not up on Milton.
Statement Lucifer made when he fell into the pit. It is better to rule in hell than serve in heaven. Huh.
In The City on the Edge of Forever, time-traveling Kirk falls in love with Edith Keeler, but learns that she has to die to restore the timeline.
I could have saved her. Do you know what you just did? He knows, Doctor. He knows.
Moving into the second season, in the episode of Mock Time, Spock believes that he has actually killed Captain Kirk during virtual combat during his Ponfar.
I intend to offer no defense. Furthermore, I shall order Mr. Scott to take immediate command of this vessel.
Don't you think you better check with me first?
Captain. Jim! I'm pleased to see you, Captain. You seem uninjured. I am at something of a loss to understand it, however.
In the episode Mirror Mirror, Kirk and company visit the Mirror Universe, where they learn that Spock is a good man in any reality.
In every revolution, there's one man with a vision.
Captain Kirk, I shall consider it.
On the Doomsday Machine, another one of my favorites, Commodore Decker has been traumatized by the loss of his crew and has to be relieved of command.
Commodore, I do not wish to place you under arrest.
You wouldn't dare. You're bluffing.
Vulcans never bluff.
No. I don't suppose that they do. Mr. Spock. The bridge is yours.
In Journey to Babel, Spock has to wrestle with his duty to the Enterprise and his loyalty to his family as his father lays dying.
Being Vulcan is more important to you than you stand there, speaking rules and regulations from Starfleet and Vulcan philosophy, and let your father die. And I'll hate you for the rest of my life.
Mother.
We'll go to him now, please.
I cannot.
In Return Tomorrow, Kirk makes one of his most famous speeches about risk.
But I must point out that the possibilities, the potential for knowledge and advancement is equally great. Risk. Risk is our business. That's what the starship is all about. That's why we're aboard her.
In The Ultimate Computer, the crew of the Enterprise faces the prospect of replacement by the M5 control unit.
All I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. You could feel the wind at your back in those days. The sounds of the sea beneath you. And even if you take away the wind and the water, it's still the same. The ship is yours. You can feel her. And the stars are still there, Bones.
Now we move into the third and final season with the episode Let That Be Your Last Battlefield, where the crew of the Enterprise finds the fate of the planet Charon.
Their planet's dead. Does it matter now which one's right?
Not to Lokai and Beale. All that matters to them is their hate.
Do you suppose that's all they ever had, sir?
No. But that's all they have left.
In The Savage Curtain, advanced aliens create copies of historical figures, including Abraham Lincoln, to study the concepts of good and evil.
Mr. Scott.
The charming negress. Oh, forgive me, my dear. I know that in my time some use that term as a description of property.
But why should I object to that term, sir? You see, in our century, we've learned not to fear words.
May I present our communications officer, Lieutenant Uhura?
The foolishness of my century had me apologizing where no offense was given.
Finally, we come to Turnabout Intruder, the last episode of the original series. We'll go ahead and wrap up our video here with this clip of the last scene. Once again, I thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a blessed day.
Her life could have been as rich as anyone's.